input in this platform. Originally, I'm from Nigeria, and I'm married to South Africa, and I have kids here. We're married, we're registered in Home Affairs and all this stuff. But my concern is this issue of Chidema, the Chidema, which I know is going to affect my own child also, because my child bears my surname. And that one I know for sure, so I have that at the back of my mind. But another thing is that are we talking about, if I'm correct, are we talking about Africa to leave South Africa, or people that are not documented to leave South Africa? Because if you're saying Africa to leave Africa, it means it goes beyond what we are discussing here. Because you have to look at it in the point of being in African Union, be in intertrade with other African countries. Because if they have to deliberate in the African Union, there is an international law that goes with all these things, that as long you are in African Union, you have to intertrade within each other. And if you know you don't want the particular country to be reside in your country, like we have South Africans in Nigeria, Nigerians in South Africa, the embassy has to be closed down. So it's beyond what we are discussing here. There's a lot of things that it entails that what we just say, we don't want foreigners in this land. And that there is free of movement to everyone in the whole world. You can go. As long you apply for what you're supposed to apply for and you're being given, everybody have the freedom I'm going to highlight, I just want to overstate it. I say, why? But what you apply for a conference. You understand what I'm saying? Likewise, other places like that. You understand what I'm saying? So let us just educate ourselves. If anybody commits any crime, the law is there. Let the law take his hand. You understand? If anybody commit any, if Nigerian commit things, I don't condone Nigerians doing wrong things. I know the Nigerians are doing wrong things. They have to be prosecuted. That is my fact. They have to. So if you're now, don't let us generalize to the extent that those are the people that are being labeled to do 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just saying that, okay, it's beyond if you don't want African to be in Africa. But likewise, remember, there are other nationalities that are coming to South Africa. There are other nationalities that are doing one thing or the other. We never talk about those ones. But it's only people that are from the black in the black Africa that we're talking about. So I think we need to educate ourselves more. If we don't want Africa to stay in Africa, it goes beyond what we are deliberating here. Intertrade must grow the country. If you don't trade with Botswana, what Botswana have are given to South Africa. What South Africa have given to what's it called? Egypt. There's a lot of intertrade that comes in that citizens benefit from each other. The country benefit from each other. You can't do it alone. A country cannot stay alone without intertrading to get more things done in the country. So we need to know more about all those things before we now generalize that Ahambe, let's go, they must go, all those kind of things. You understand? So that's my only put of this thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
You do? Don't go away. I need to engage with you directly. What is our trade relationship with Nigeria?
There is a lot of intertrades that...
No, name it. Name it. Don't give me a lot. Name it.
For instance, recently...
List.
What is that?
List. Name it.
There is one I know before, if I may get it wrong, for the crude oil. They've changed to
no, we don't get our oil from Nigeria.
I know.
Next.
That's what I'm saying.
No. It's never happened. Even in the dawn of democracy, we've never gotten our oil from Nigeria. Actually, you were giving your oil to Israel and lying during apartheid that you were bringing it for relief in South Africa, only to find out that you were giving it to Israel. So what's the next one?
Okay, so what you are telling me now that there's no intertrade between Nigeria and South Africa, right?
You don't trade your oil with us. What's next?
So I'm talking about what you are saying now, that we don't intertrade anything with South Africa. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying list the things that you are trading, because right now you came here on a premise of trade. Give us the things that you are trading with us.
That is what I'm saying.
No, saying please don't shut me up. I'm engaging him.
It might not be only particularly to Nigeria. I'm talking about Africa as a whole. That's what I'm saying. If you are trying to get
No,
me
I'm
right.
talking about Nigeria and South Africa. What trade are you doing with us now? Give us. Stop gaslighting. Give us names.
That is why I'm saying
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is what I'm telling you. I never say specifically Nigeria at trading with Nigeria. I say
Okay, let me educate you. Let me educate you about your country. Your country's biggest trade partners are in Europe. They are not in Africa. You don't trade with Africans yourself. Okay? You don't trade with Africans yourself.
That is
and
what we
if you wanna, that's number one. And if you wanna talk about unity, please go and unite the tribes in your country. As we speak right now, you guys are saying that Tinubu is from Gambia. He's not Nigerian. Number 3, you guys prey on poor South African women that didn't even finish school because you want citizenship. Whatever happens to your kids, I don't care, to be honest. I don't give an ish because of the things you guys are doing in this country.
Who are the guys? That is why we are getting it wrong.
Nobody has vandalized any country in the world more than Nigerians. You got kicked out of Germany. Tens of thousands of you were kicked out of Germany, but your very own government doesn't want you back. They actually went to Germany to tell the government that please wait, let us verify them before you bring them here. Okay? Number 2, what were you running away from Nigeria? What were you running away?
You come from a place where someone else is responsible for you.
Yeah.
Now you're on your own.
Yo, sorry guys for cutting the video, but then I just wanted to make this important announcement. I do have a podcast called Catch Up with the Graduate. It's a podcast where I go around catching up with graduates, those that have just graduated and all those that have graduated long time ago. We talk about their career choices, their field of studies, things that education enabled them to achieve. It's a podcast that is actually for everyone. I recommend this for young people. I recommend this for people that are still in high school, people that are still in university, people that have graduated. So yeah, in this podcast, the goal is to just like inspire people and also spread out information about, because there's so many people that are interested in studying certain courses, but then there's not enough information. So please, if you're interested, you want to come through, I'm gonna put my details in the description, and where I'll tell you guys more about the goal of this podcast. And yeah, I also, again, another important announcement, guys. I do variety of things on this podcast. I do football content. I covered elections. I do politics. I do breaking news. I do football content, content. So a lot of variety of things. So I thank you guys for subscribing. Please do stay subscribed. And yeah, man, a lot of content coming on the way. And again, there's also a membership thing. Please, we need members, guys. We need members. Thank you. Let's get back to
Nigeria. You have the freedom of going from one place or the other in the whole world. Everybody have the right.
So you came here under the freedom. So you came here as a visitor or what?
That is, everybody have the right to go from one place to the other.
Okay, which papers did you come into our country with?
You are not in charge for me to ask those questions. You are not in charge.
I am in charge because this is my country. You know what? It's the arrogant Nigerians like yourselves that we give platform to. And then you guys, you think you are experts. You think you know it all. You didn't come here on an Einstein visa. You just came here on a bullshit visa because you wanted citizenship. You know? Let me tell you, this is our country. We are taking it back. You're talking about trade, but you can't even tell me
you can't insult
what
me
we trading with you.
Hello.
No, I'm still speaking. I asked him questions. He hasn't responded.
Let's have a conversation.
You can't insult me.
I am having it.
These are
what are you trading with South Africa?
Guys, can you please, can you all calm down?
What are you trading with South Africa? You are gaslighting us. You are gaslighting us.
Okay, guys, can you all calm down? And then can you try and just, converse politely?
Host, I'm very polite. The only thing I'm not going to allow is misinformation. You know, when these people come on these platforms, let me tell you one thing. They come and lie and gaslight us and lie and gaslight us and lie. You know, they alternate from one bullshit to another. And we need to call them out because we've done work. We've done work on immigration, and we are taxpayers in this country. You can't even tell me what he's trading with our country. He can't.
You have to talk politely. You understand?
Okay.
What are you trading? I'm not your Jolofina. You're not gonna tell me how to speak. What are you trading with our country?
This platform is to talk
Guys,
about.
I'm gonna mute both of you. I just want to say something because you won't hear me when you are talking at the same time. Okay, I want
His hand,
No, I
looking
can't.
at him and being slow as if he's a 5-year-old. What are you trading with South Africa?
I can't have a discussion with her because she has already insulted me, and I thought
What
maybe
are
this
you
platform
trading
is
with
just
South
for us
Africa?
to. It's just for
What are
us
you
to.
trading? What are you trading? You see,
You
right
see?
now you're running away
see?
because you've been gaslighting and you're
okay,
corrupt.
okay,
What we are
guys,
discussing. You see?
guys.
No, come
Can
on.
we give the other people who haven't spoken a chance?
It's better.
I feel like
because she was so rude, so I can't. I
yeah,
can't
I
discover
feel like
it.
Saint has been trying to say something for quite some time, and we have been blocking her. So can we give her a chance to speak?
Saints, can you please come through? You're not audible enough. I don't know. Maybe you need to move to another room to speak so that we can hear you. You've been struggling for a while.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
You're much better now. Thank you.
All right.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for giving me this platform. Sorry for just badging him like that the other time. What I actually wanted to respond to, because I think Dudu wasn't really responding as I would have wanted it, and I feel so offended. Let me use that word when Kwame would say, what is the bilateral relations or trade partnership between Nigeria and South Africa? Like we don't trade among ourselves. It is very wrong. Don't let us come here and be sentimental, because I believe most of us here, and the reason why we are still up here is because everyone is concerned, just as you are concerned. Am I happy with the situation of Chidima's whatsoever? No, it doesn't even give Nigeria a good image. It doesn't give us a good image, and that's part of what we are trying to say and we are trying to correct. How am I happy when people also label Nigeria powder? No. So if we are here as intellectuals and knowledge people, not those on Twitter just shouting, just trolling, and just doing things all in the name of clout, then let us address and understand the situation and the issues. That's all. Then there won't be any back and forth and all this name calling and all that. In as much as we can say maybe there are no up-to-date data or statistics on trade relations between Nigeria and South Africa for 2024, but there are still some figures. Nigeria exports to South Africa rubber. We export to South Africa crude and petroleum products. We export to South Africa petroleum gas. And a very good example we can remember was that when there was COVID all over the world in 2021, 2022, it's not a thing, the internet is there for anyone to verify. South Africa were getting their petroleum products from Nigeria. Nigeria has a strategic partnership or relationship with South Africa. Even this year, in the first quarter of the year, Nigeria's trade relations with South Africa hit #1 trillion. That is a very big amount of trade relations, which
How
even
much
made
is
your
a trillion?
president.
How much
Which
is a trillion
I'm
naira?
coming,
please
please.
hold on.
I'm coming, please. Which even made, not if you dispute it, it's all there in the public domain. Which even made your president to say is revisiting the strategic partnership Nigeria has with South Africa. Not even on economics, but also on what's called military relations. Nigeria is a superpower in Africa. just like South Africa. So when you talk about Nigeria in the West Africa, Nigeria is the mouthpiece of South Africa in West Africa. Just like you talk about Morocco and Egypt in the north, and you talk about Kenya, Uganda in the east. So South Africa can never be left out of that equation. Our president has been to your country this year.